He was accused of a crime so monstrous, his doctor simply abandoned him to the mob. This was the life of a real 18th century Frenchman known only as Tarrare, whose story is one of the most grotesque and mysterious cases in medical history. Born a peasant, he was cursed with a pathological, bottomless appetite. A walking skeleton who weighed just 100 pounds, he could devour his own body weight in food in a single day. Unable to feed him, his own family cast him out. He found his calling in Paris as a street performer, a warm-up act for a charlatan, where his affliction became a ghastly spectacle. He swallowed stones, wine corks, and even live animals for morbidly curious crowds. In one performance, he swallowed a large, live eel whole, crushing its skull between his teeth before it disappeared down his gullet. His body was a carnival of horrors, a jaw that could unhinge to an unnatural degree, and skin so loose that when his stomach was empty, he could wrap the folds of his own abdomen around his waist. He emitted a foul stench so overpowering, it was said to be unendurable from 20 paces away. His insatiable hunger, a force of nature, could not be contained. When he joined the army, even quadruple rations left him starving. Admitted to a military hospital, his desperation drove him to new depths. He was caught drinking blood from bloodletting bowls. Soon, he graduated from the unthinkable to the inhuman. He began haunting the hospital morgue, repeatedly discovered trying to eat the human corpses stored there. But the true horror was yet to come. In 1794, a 14-month-old child vanished from the hospital. In the minds of the staff and doctors, there was only one suspect. The man who had devoured live animals and desecrated the dead was now accused of the ultimate transgression. Even his own doctor, who had long studied him as a medical marvel, was unable or unwilling to defend him. An angry mob of hospital staff drove him out for good, and he vanished from the record for 4 years. No one knows for certain what happened to the child. There was never any proof, no confession, and no body was ever found. Was he a convenient scapegoat to cover medical malpractice? A freak reviled for his grotesque habits? Or had his disease finally driven him to commit the ultimate atrocity? He resurfaced years later, only to die in a hospital bed, his body succumbing to a horrible corruption so foul that surgeons could barely complete the autopsy. They found an ulcer-ridden stomach that filled his entire abdomen and an esophagus so wide it was like staring down a cavernous open canal. The medical enigma of his body died with him, but the question of what happened to the child remains a dark whisper in history, leaving us to wonder what horrors a man is truly capable of when his hunger becomes his ruler.